Okay, there we go. Proper intro right there. Let's go ahead and send out a notification. Bum bum. Thronebreaker. Okay. Boom. Play.
Hey, come on. Get
Brum, brum, brum. Alright, where were we? Where are we? Oh, yes, I remember now. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. These things, and then we go up. Then we want to go to that bridge. For all this, I think. I think the game is. Shit. I don't want to go into a battle with low morale. We're gonna go around then. First, see if we can get rid of this.
Have we not passed this way before?
Scouts say no, Your Grace. They mark the trees.
Elves could have erased the marks, or left new...
No, that interrupted it? That's dumb. Your Majesty, these are the ruins of an elven temple. Cracks in its walls have revealed it holds valuable treasures, as well as monsters. I can't send our entire army to fight them, but a small detachment should manage to push through. The question is whether it's worth the risk. Jerry, hello. Have a good night.
Hey ho, how's my favorite queen in the...
It's time
I saw a puppy. Yeah, there's the pup. Let's see, increases the recruitment cap. Okay. We can gain 2 recruits. Oh, that will lower. Let's increase the recruit cap. Now we have more points to play with. Let's see here. I really like having the slingers. Five points. Could do an infiltrator. Or get another Rivian pikeman, because I only have... Oh yeah, we'll do... Do that. Ah. I cannot go that way. Let's go up this way then. To all divisions, the Lyrian Queen is currently passing through the Moulderwood. Our regiment is not large, but we cannot afford to underestimate her. Do what you can to halt her advance and weaken her forces. We will strike when they are at their breaking point. Eldain. Eldain, you a bitch. You can't get me. Milady, our soldiers found a merchant at the bottom of a pitfall. He's in a poor state with extensive wounds and a high fever. What shall we do with him? Escort him to the nearest village and offer a coin for this treatment. Okay, so either, yeah, no, we'll be good. Alright, so we fixed our angry people. Attention, in light of recent events in the Moulderwood, I hereby order the following. 1. Representatives of the elder races caught consorting with Scoia'tael shall be executed without trial, together with their families and their belongings confiscated. Representatives of the elder races are forbidden to leave their dwellings after dark on penalty of lashing. 3. Taxes for representatives of the elder races shall be increased threefold until further notice. Branimir County. That's real fucked up.
Maeve's path took her to the village of Iconfurt. Unlike most settlements in the area, not a single human dwelled here. Instead, only elves and dwarves sat on its porches and stared at the passing Lyrians with clear aversion. Not a single greeting was extended to their allies in arms. Not a single peddler tried to hawk their wares. The only sound was that of snapping shutters and slamming doors.
Something's amiss.
Rayla said, furrowing her brow.
Order a halt, my lady, and give me a moment to look around.
You've a quarter of an hour,
Maeve said as she dismounted.
and not a moment more.
The Queen sat in the shade of a large pear tree. She shut her eyes and listened to the chirping of crickets in the grass, savoring a rare moment of relaxation. But the calm did not last. Within moments, one of her scouts returned, a certain Sergeant Niedermere. Tears streamed down his weathered, scar-pocked face.
Lady, come with us, please. You'll need to see this for yourself.
The sergeant led her to the still smouldering remains of a mill. Her soldiers were picking things out from the ashes. When she got closer, she realized in horror they were human skulls, some no larger than apples.
Tell the villagers to gather by the well,
The Queen said in a strained voice.
or be executed.
The elves and dwarves attempted no denials. They admitted Eldain and his Scoia'tael had helped them round up all the humans in their village, march them into the mill, then set it aflame.
They stole our lands. They filed our names, beat us, murdered us in bloodthirsty pogroms.
Shouted one of the dwarves.
They had it coming to them. Got their comeuppance, I'd say.
Maeve was no stranger to the cruelty of war, but the enormous evil she found in Iconfurt overwhelmed her. She felt a terrible weight on her chest, found it hard to draw breath, and her head spun. She felt she could hear the cries of humans being burned alive.
Mom,
Whispered Reynard.
you must pronounce something.
Or simply turn the matter over to me, Your Grace.
Rayla interrupted.
I know what to do.
No. Escort them to the nearest
You
city.
know what you deserve.
Maeve said.
But my soldiers are neither murderers nor executioners, and you are not my subjects. So I shall have you escorted to Rosberg. Let the authorities there mete out justice. With a noose, I hope.
The Queen chose a dozen soldiers and tasked them with seeing the non-humans of Iconfurt tried by an Edirnian judge. In doing so, she weakened her forces, but saved herself and her Lyrians from having to carry out a bloody sentence by their own hand.
Real fucked up. Real fucked up. Anyways. Let's loot. Loot the dead. Oh, our people are not fucking shit. God damn it.
What was that?
Meve asked Reynard, who rode beside her.
A scream. A man's, I think.
Need to investigate. Gather a few men and we ride. Quickly!
The screaming came from a small settlement. When Meve rode up to its farmhouses, her horse reared and neighed in terror. Necrophages swarmed all around. The monsters surrounded a few Nilfgaardians who were trying, with no success, to chase them off with torches. Reynard swept his gaze over the carnage and said,
They cannot stave them off. And their armor is too heavy for them to flee.
No.
Meve squinted and smiled.
They're invaders.
Cruelly.
Soldiers, we behold a battle. On one side fight bloodthirsty, mindless beasts who live to kill, and on the other, ghouls. To my mind, they deserve one another. Fall back.
The queen tugged her reins and turned her horse. Soon thereafter, the woods rang with Lyrian laughter, mixed with cries of terror from the Nilfgaardians as they were dismembered alive.
Okay. I had a feeling that would be the better choice for the Lyrians. I can get damage boost or poor horsey. Oh wait, no, that's the that's the unicorn. Oh, I wonder what that's a reference to. Okay. So we are gonna have to go to here. Oh no, an ambush that I totally did not expect. Elven warriors burst from the forest, a menacing cry on their lips, faces striped in war paint, eyes burning with hatred. Meve stood at the front and crossed weapons with one of these fierce partisans. They stood locked, face to face, their breathing labored from great effort. Who would prevail, and whose life would be extinguished in the shade of these ancient trees? Let's see. We want the slinger. We want that. Keep that. You know what? I think we...
Nej, du använder mest.
Okay, so they'll have orders. Hmm.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Bitch. Bitch. Stop damaging my cards.
I smell a leak.
Fuck you.
Bloody neck ends. Similian Vat.
Your Beth will avenge us, Tuan!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Balls.
What do you want of me?
You mad? Don't say that!
Everything all right?
Hey?
Oi! Hey there! Come here!
Wow.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Company! Forward march!
Yeah, still one though. Elaine, my dear daughter, I beg you, please return home. Only death awaits you in the company of the Scoia'tael. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to your mother. Losing your brother in the pogrom was already too much to bear. In the name of all that is sacred and in the memory of our ancestors, leave the forest while you still can. Wagon. Wagon? Wagon. What do you do? Yep. Who's gonna tell a wagon? I can just go around this. Wood. I don't know what the.
Meve was discussing some matter with Gascon when a scout approached. His blood-streaked uniform revealed the matter to be urgent, so the Queen cut short her conversation and requested a report.
We were scouting, milady, and we found a cave entrance. Small scattering of elves guarding it, but we took them right out.
Gascon scratched his chin.
I'd wager 10 Novigrad crowns there are more Scoia'tael squirreled away inside. We strike afore they know we've snuffed out their guards. We might well catch them by surprise. But we must act quickly.
Then let us act. Gather some men and prepare them for an attack. But keep quiet.
The Lyrians crept into the cave. They moved carefully, noiselessly even, avoiding notice for quite a while. Nevertheless, elven warriors soon came pouring out of a side cavern.
Scoia'tael warriors typically employ stratagems of cunning, such as weaving their paths to lead pursuers astray. Yet not this time. The partisans hit Meave's force with all they could muster, as though striving at all costs to force her from the cave. The elves' new tactic worked against them, however. Their fierce resistance only further aroused Meave's curiosity, compelling her to discover what they had hidden in those mysterious caverns. Hopefully family. It's gonna make us the bad guy. Okay, let's get rid of that.
Oh, my little
Death to Old One!
I smell a leak.
Fast.
They're not backing down! Must be something of value to them here!
Oh, yeah, that was bad. Ooh. Well, that's on deploy. No, this one's just the better.
We ought to help one or the other.
Oh, my. Oh, my little
For Rivia!
Yep, I misclicked. I'm done.
We ought to help one or the other.
I saw them! No other way!
Oh, my.
Are they just healers? I think they are.
None shall tread on us!
Get it to work. You mad? Don't shake that!
Oh, my little egg.
Time is a waste of time for one like me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Company! Forward march! Yeah, yeah!
Let's see.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target. Thing about slings, they hide well.
That. Pretty sure I've won this hand.
Now we will see who is weak.
Hey?
Wow.
We ought to help one or the other.
Bitch. Stop that. Let's see.
We must trust each other.
Aye.
Oh my.
I'll feed you to the crows!
You've passed. Okay.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Boom.
They resisted to the very end.
They didn't do a good job of it.
When the Lyrians broke the elven ranks,
Yeah.
Meve was convinced their foe would retreat and regroup. But to her surprise, the Scoia'tael fought to the bitter end. She concluded there must have been something truly valuable hidden in that cave. As Meve entered the next chamber, her nose caught the stink of blood, pus, and urine. Then she understood. The elves were using the cave as a field hospital. Wounded fighters lay by the cavern walls. They made no attempt to defend themselves, nor to beg, nor to make peace with the gods. They merely watched the Lyrians calmly, with stark contempt.
Milady,
Whispered Rayla.
you saw what the Scoia'tael are capable of. What they do to humans. They would have no mercy for...
Reynard, usually calm, could not hold back and cut Rayla off.
What, pray, do you suggest? That we murder the wounded?
The warrior responded in a whisper, slowly emphasizing her words.
I suggest you leave. Leave me and my men. We'll take care of the rest.
Meve looked the warrior in the eyes and was terrified by what she saw.
No, Rayla. We shall not touch them. Do you understand?
Rayla was quiet for a long moment. Finally, she nodded and left the cave. Reynard followed her with his gaze, hand on hilt.
Reynard, listen to me. You are to keep a close watch on Rayla until we are at least a day's ride from this cave. If she separates from the column, if she tries to double back, I wish to hear about it. Do you understand?
Reynard nodded. Despite the day's victory, they left the cave in a somber mood.
Right, that was a bit of a bummer, wasn't it, Buff? Wasn't it? That was a tad bit sad. Let's go over here. We got ointment. Heal an ally. Strengthen it by 10. Ooh. Do I finally get rid of the Lyrian banner? But I like the cooldown of 1. I don't know, that costs too much gold right now. I don't want to be left with only 100 gold in the bank. In case anything comes up where we'll need gold to spend. Oh, but we're gonna be coming up to this fucking fight. Damn it.
Meve was riding at the head of the caravan when Black Rayla rode up and leaned towards her. She spoke in a whisper, a hand shielding her mouth.
Your Grace, I've something important to tell you. Yet you can't show anything to miss. Look straight ahead. Make no sudden moves.
Meve nodded slightly and waited for her to continue.
Scoia'tael scouts in the woods, watching us. Eldain's near here somewhere, preparing his attack.
So what do you propose?
Asked the Queen, her gaze fixed on the road ahead.
Let him catch us out in the open. We're sitting ducks. But there are ruins nearby, an elven cemetery. We can find cover behind its walls.
Meve was accustomed to discussing important decisions with all her advisors, but she knew there was no time for consultation now. She had to trust Black Rayla's advice, and so without further delay issued the appropriate orders. Meve's retinue reached the cemetery before dusk. Her soldiers knocked down the marble statuary and piled them into barricades, while scouts took up positions outside the walls to watch for the foe's approach. When the sun set, the woods exhaled the heat of the day, and a thick fog soon arose. Out of the mist stepped Reynard's scouts, bound and pushed forward by elves. One of the Scoia'tael, a sturdy elf with long hair, stood by the cemetery wall and cried,
I am Eldain. I would speak to Meve.
He is Eldain.
Speak.
Cadmil and Kedvagenvid Renna. This place is of great import to us, the Enshe. I would tell you of its monuments, of the weeping Ensevern, carved by 3 generations of sculptors, or of the alabaster relief of King Kelad, so beautiful even the birds would gather to admire it. But I see your men have found our memorials, and in the way of Dwan, destroyed them without a second thought. I cannot say this comes as a surprise. You've already shown the gods molded you from the basest of matter.
Get to the point, Eldain.
So I shall. As you certainly know, the necropolis is surrounded. Soon there shall be a battle, but it is unseemly to fight in a cemetery. So I ask you to come out into the open.
And surrender our tactical advantage.
I suspected a matter so impractical as respecting the dead would mean nothing to you, Dwan. So I submit one more argument. The lives of the soldiers you sent to spy. If you leave the cemetery, I shall set them free. They will fight at your side. If not, I shall kill them. here and now.
Milady, don't listen to him. He can't be trusted.
Rayla, those are good men. Fabian, Gerrit, Matthias, they've served me for a decade. They'd crawl through 7 hells for their queen. They do not deserve such a death.
I accept your conditions.
Your Grace, I beg you.
Soldiers! We march into the field!
Eldane clasped his hands in
And we're going in.
Then, in a swift, almost careless movement, slit the throat of the scout standing nearest him.
You should have listened to Rayla, Your Grace.
Bitch.
We elves truly cannot be trusted. Spala!
Oh, Eldane. Eldane wore no armor, wielded no shield. He glided on the battlefield with a dancer's grace, walking on air, evading attacks with elegant ease. His own blows sliced so smoothly through the air that it seemed to me his blade never found the mark. It is until Lyrians started collapsing to the dirt, trying in vain to stem the blood spurting from their arteries. The wounds were small, no more than thorn pricks, yet devastatingly lethal. Alright, story battle, shortened battle. One round. We are at a disadvantage. Shit. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want that. I think we go with that.
I warned you. Now we've lost the advantage.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I take full responsibility.
Okay.
Also then, no other way.
Black Rayla, I think, is dead. Yeah.
Got business for me?
One. Okay.
Dwan Vacamest.
Now we spawn in. Savior.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I smell a leak.
So I need to do. That, and then. Boom.
Aye. Your tricks will not save you, Dwan.
got the werecat dragged in.
And I still have the highest unit, so I can't be the one to...
Left, right, left, right.
I shall not fail!
Yeah, they're gonna get it. Unless I get lucky now.
Ah, should have listened to me old lady.
Your Grace, our soldiers.
Damn.
We could have spared them that death.
Ooh, that was a heavy blow. But now he's got the highest, so...
None shall tread on us! Now we will see who is weak!
Tell me you jest.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Get lucky and kill the cutthroat, please. Damn it.
Your folk were dead the moment they fell into Eldane's hands.
Onward, Fryhead!
Fucking hell, dude.
Again and again and again.
Slaughter them to a man!
Well, P1. Unless this gives
what
me...
do you want of me?
Oh.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
This could hurt.
I warned you. Now we've lost the advantage.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I take full responsibility.
Hmm. Who are you gonna try and cut through?
Special prize.
No, you can't.
Just for you, love.
Let's see. The fuck? Okay, that's dumb. No, I'm gonna restart then because of that bullshit. Okay, I didn't know if the card is immune. I also can't fucking Huh? That's stupid as fuck.
I warned you. Now we've lost the advantage.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
Shut up.
I take full
I don't give a
responsibility.
fuck.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Again and again and again.
Nay, Dwan Vacanist.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Your tricks will not save you, Dwarf.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
We must trust each other.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
I'm trying to draw a specific fuck. It's not giving me the card I fucking want.
Your Grace, our soldiers. We could have.
Shut the fuck up.
Peace with humans? I buy that.
We'll catch them all!
I shall not fail!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
And 2 more damage to all my units, because fucking bullshit.
Your folk were dead the moment they fell.
Shut the fuck up. This ability is rigged.
Onward, Fryhead!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Your bet will avenge us, Dwan.
Yeah, of course he has another fucking one of those. Of course he does. Yeah, that makes so much sense. It makes so many. Yeah, he can just keep doing fucking. Yeah, he can just do infinite damage, can he?
Left, right, left, right.
None shall tread on us!
Love that I don't get this any of the fucking cards that I need.
I warned you. Now.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I take full responsibility.
I'm skipping, yet I'm still forced to hear the goddamn dialogue. Sure.
Watch your heads!
Got business for me?
Catch!
So even if I... Okay. Huh? No, I wasn't paying attention. That's a restart too.
I warned you.
I'm sorry,
Shut
Your
the
Grace.
fuck up.
I take full
Don't
responsibility.
need this dialogue.
This could hurt.
Special prize. Just for you, love.
Watch your heads!
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Nay, Duambe K-Nest.
Nine is the highest, 3 is the lowest. Of course not.
Death to humans!
Lyrian lummoxes.
Your vet will avenge us, Dwan!
He gets no cool. There's no cooldown on it. That is not 3 turns of fucking cooldown. He gets to do that shit fucking right away. What the fuck?
None shall tread on us!
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Slaughter them to a man!
Oh, I should have played that first. Finally.
My pain serves a purpose.
Bladder! Beaner!
After a long, bloody battle, Eldane's unit was destroyed, and Eldane himself sat at Meave's feet, defeated and dying.
To die in a cemetery. Something amusing in it, wouldn't you say?
I am surprised you are in the mood for humor.
All my tears I shed years ago. My family killed in a massacre aimed at eradicating our race. Senseless. Utterly senseless. Reyna, we have lost. Me, my Scoia'tael, the Enshe. We shall vanish from this earth. Your grandchildren will know us in fairy tales only. I know I deceived you, but lay my bones to rest in a grave. Let me part this world with dignity. Ager Dregared.
Oh, please! How dare he? Look, he laughs, Your Grace! This dog should rot in an open field. Need I mention the willow? The many strung from it? The many burned alive?
Oh, I will grant you. He doesn't deserve it, though. But we're better
So
than
be
him.
it. I shall lay you in a tomb.
Your Grace! How can you justify this? A cutthroat, a murderer!
As are you, Rayla. As am I. For centuries we fight. Kill one another. Shed blood for bloodshed. Attack and counterattack. Each act more cruel and bloody than the last. The cycle ends now. What was done I cannot undo. But I can do this. Grant a dying soul dignity.
Thank you. Vathia, Rena.
Black Rayla stormed off, shoving her way through the gathered men. Meave paid her no heed. The soldiers laid Eldane's remains in an empty crypt. The rest of the Scoia'tael they buried in a pit near the edge of the woods. The next morning, at dawn's first light, the Lyrians marched off, eager to leave the Moulderwood behind.
Why does the mandrake root have tits? I don't like that. Dane, via Imperial emissaries, we've made contact with the commando operating on Temerian soil. led by a certain Iorveth. He is willing to coordinate his campaign against human regimes with our forces and awaits further information. We should send word to him as soon as we deal with the Lyrian company. Noel. Let's see. Let's see that Mandrake. What can it do? Play a random bronze unit from each deck. Ooh. So, I don't like that. I don't want the enemy to benefit. Let's see. I think we need to get... Let's do the 2 recruits after every battle one. I believe one of my... a package arrived for me. I will be right back. Because I've been waiting on... I want to see if it's good or not. BRB.
Why?
I am an actor. I act! Your Grace, I present to you my magical cock! More cock. More cock, please, sir. And I'm not gonna do the bitch play of hiding in a corner. No. No. I did that the first time I played this game.
That thing looks
But
like
not
it smells
this
worse
time.
than Grease does.
I am a pro gamer, Ogdo. You have no power here. You can't even hit now. Fuck. Oh, he hits hard. Woo. Pro fucking gamer. Oh, am I? Oh.
Indoctrination?
Surprise.
Me? What about that Leviathan?
If I had an eye tracker, I
How
would
does
have
that
been
tie
in
in?
trouble, Scout.
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it.
As you can see, I can't. I cannot. I can't read chat. I'm scared. I actually. Oh.
We should find Maggie. She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
That you when you when you I assumed you'd already finished streaming. Fuck the replacements. Yes. Actually. Yeah, I want to see what I got. I got a DM script. Why is don't lag webcam? Wow. DMs. I saw that. DM screen. Look at that. Ooh, it's got a dragon. It's got 2 dragons. Look at that. Ooh. I don't want my DM screen being framey. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, dragon. Ooh, dragons. And info. It was only like $20. I'm happy with this. I thought for $20 it was gonna be pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it actually turned out.
Oh, at last. I'd begun to think this wood had no end.
And I thought bandits knew their way round a wood.
We do. Around those not brimming with elves armed to teeth.
Yeah, but it came to an end and all I see is fire. This ain't happy days. I don't want to go into another fight. Well, let's see if we can do the puzzle. I've come across many trolls in my travels. Some were friendly, eager to lend aid. Others, such as the one Meave encountered in the war-torn Aedern, viewed humans differently as, say, a tasty ingredient for soup. Special rules, shortened battle, custom deck, puzzle. Okay. So, keep all allies alive. Damage to the lowest units by 3. Repeat this ability unit. Damage to the lowest units by 3. Repeat this. Okay, so I want to get lower than the she-troll pretty quickly. I think we want to do
Yes?
that.
I live to serve you.
Can't take it anymore. Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Oh.
Yes?
C. So I think we gotta either do it in one single turn.
I live to serve you.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Company! Forward march!
Nope, okay, I did it wrong. Okay, yeah, we have one round for this.
I live to serve you. Without hesitation.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Nope, again, same number.
Naturally. At once. Yes?
yet. Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
No, I keep ending up with 19. Clearly supposed to do this in one single fucking round. Okay,
As you command. Naturally. At once.
Can't take it. Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
We must trust each other.
nope. How the fuck? I actually have to Google this one because I have no fucking clue. Thronebreaker, she. Okay, wagon bird to range row. And 2 gray riders.
Yes? I live to serve you.
War wagon to melee row.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
War wagon to range row. Oh, I see what I was doing
You
wrong.
can try to win them all, but you won't.
We must trust each other.
There we go. I was like, I couldn't figure out what the fuck I was doing wrong. This no good. All in Bridgie now. When Bridgie bad, humans no go. No go on Bridgie. No pay shinies. No pay shinies. Humans only good for soupy soup. Splashy splashy. I love trolls. Alright, let's see if we could use this. Permanent order damage closing enemy by 2. Repeat until charged at every turn on turn starting on round end. Oh, when the round ends. Okay, so you want to use it before. I think we're gonna get rid of the Lyrian banner. Do the Scepter of Storms. And we'll see how it goes. Splashy, splashy.
The burning fields and orchards spewed thick black smoke, turning day into darkest night. Riding in the middle of her caravan, Meve could see neither its head nor its rear. Reynard ordered the men to keep formation and march in silence.
Eyes open, fore and aft. The foe might well use these conditions to spring a trap.
When a scout's shrill horn cut through the silence, Meve immediately galloped to the front of the column. She found herself in a pile of red-hot coals that had once been peasants' huts.
What the devil happened here?
Bodies lay amid the ashes, barefoot men in nightshirts as if caught in their sleep. Meve deemed them yet more victims of the black-clad invaders. But Gascon had another interpretation.
Look at the arrows. Imperial issue? Not hardly. Nor are they the type the Scoia'tael favour. And the tracks in the mud, the attackers fought not in formation, but man to man. Bandits. It must have been.
Reynard, standing next to him, nodded in agreement.
Gascon can be relied on here. After all, he knows of what he speaks.
An uncomfortable silence fell over the group, ending only when Meve ordered the scouts to determine the direction of the bandits' tracks. They returned to report the killers were hiding somewhere to the north.
I'm going no further, and I'd advise you to do the same. Bandits took the fort to the north.
Was nearly home. Nearly with my dear wife. Go to Edern, they said. You'll sell at a profit, they said. Go to Edern, they...
Yeah, you did go to Edern at a poor time.
Another dead end. How the demons do I get out of here? How do I quit this place for good? Cursed land. Nothing but corpses and ash. Corpses and ash far as the eye can see. Smoke everywhere. Billows of it. Stings your eyes and scratches at your throat. Cursed land.
Finally, we got rid of the debuff.
The scouts reported the bandits who attacked the village that night now occupied a fort the Edernians had hastily abandoned during their retreat.
They'll have crossbows, arbalest, ballistae. The bandits are armed to the teeth.
What's more, according to the local folk, they had a witch among them. In light of these reports, Meve's advisors debated whether it was worth risking a fight with the brigands.
Let's call it as it is.
Gascon said.
The game's not worth the candle.
Game?
Rayla said, struggling to swallow her anger.
They slaughtered an entire village. We cannot let them get away.
The stage seemed set for a long debate, when Meve pounded her fist on the table.
I am a queen, for God's sakes. I shall not cower before common rogues, even if the entire conclave of mages stands with them. Reynard, have the men prepare their arms.
Reynard saluted and left the tent. If one had seen him then, he would have sworn the grizzled soldier smiled to himself, beaming with pride in his ruler.
Let's see, her countenance grim, Neve peered at the fort's walls. The seizure of this fortress was of no strategic importance. Indeed, some might even call it a wholly unnecessary risk. But not Meve. Rather than drive off the invaders, these brigands took advantage of the confusion to murder and steal from their compatriots. The queen refused to sit idly in the face of such depravity. Oh god. Killing is not the solution to everything. Fuck does that mean? Well.
Your Grace, I saw flashes of light inside the fort.
Surrender while you can!
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
We got a job to do. Shh, cork it.
We must find a gap in the fortifications.
I don't want to damage them then. Damaging boosts them.
Well, I guess it's gonna take some more patching. We'll get that fixed in no time, I promise.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Did you hear that? A kind of incantation.
Something's not right. They should be dead with those wounds.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Wait, is that sword?
Guy Vettles, hungry like a wolf I am. Can't take it anymore.
A dram of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Forgot to use my ability. Yeah.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
That was easy.
The fort is ours, Your Grace.
That was easy.
They battled long and hard to take the fort. Meve could have sworn she saw bandits stalking its ramparts. Bandits who moments before had taken a bolt to the head. By all rights, a mortal wound.
What the devil is going on here?
She swore as she took cover behind her shield. The secret was unraveled only after the battle's conclusion. Meve's soldiers dragged before her a grey-haired woman in colored robes. The aura radiating from her left no doubt. They had fought a sorceress. It was her healing spells that enabled the bandits to hold off their attack for so long.
What is your name, sorceress?
Ispel of Tretagor.
I take it you did not keep company with bandits willingly?
Not at all. They kidnapped me and forced me to aid them.
Forced? I do not understand. As a woman fluent in the arcana of magic, you could have freed yourself with little effort.
True, I could have. But I would have had to kill, and I swore never to use my talents to harm another.
Not even in self-defense?
Not even then.
Then you live in truly unfortunate times. War rages all around. You cannot hide from it.
So be it. Then I must entrust myself to the care of the gods.
Or a passing queen.
You stand before me, by divine right, ruler of Lyria and Rivia. We seek the lord of these lands, Demavend.
Oh, forgive me for not recognizing you, your grace. You do not look like a ruler. More like a mercenary.
Nor do you look like a sorceress.
True, milady. Forgive me. I meant no offense.
I accept your apology. And
None
would gladly
taken.
welcome you into our ranks. Truth be told, a skilled worker of magic would prove most useful to us.
Thank you, my lady. But you must know, an army is no place for me.
Should you wish it not, you needn't fight. We have many civilians among our ranks
who do their part in the slaughter. Indirect guilt is enough.
My soldiers do not slaughter. They fight.
Lofty words. But the result is the same. Piles of corpses.
Well, a bandit I am not. I shall not force you. Reynard, prepare the men to march on.
Of course, but if I may, perhaps Xavier might have a look at the war machines we captured. He may find some parts of use.
Neve followed Reynard's suggestion. Xavier went to work.
Yes, your grace.
Gods. What happened to him?
He was in Rosberg when the stronghold fell. Nearly burned alive.
How are you healing him?
The medics recommended regular poultices of dog's tallow, but whether they've any effect...
Of course they've no effect. For such wounds. How he must suffer.
In the day he reveals nothing. But at night one awakes to hear him sob with pain. You see? I need healers.
I shall go with you.
Damn right.
But never shall I use magic to take a life. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, you put it quite plain, and rather bluntly.
Forgive me, your grace. It has been long since I played the host. I forget the custom.
Your spells mean more to me than your manners. Welcome to our ranks, Isbel.
Isbel sat in one of their wagons
Yay!
and shut her tired eyes. Her long grey hair seemed to flutter ever so slightly, though there was neither wind nor breeze.
They can't go inside the camp. Or the fort. From His Royal Highness Demavend, King of Idern, Lord of Dol Blathana, to all garrisons in Laura Idern, your orders are as follows. Abandon border forts at once and make haste to Aldersburg. Massive reinforcements necessary. The enemy prepares to launch a siege.
Mom, it's good you're here. We ought to speak.
Yes? Concerning what?
I've spent time with your troops, dressing their wounds, treating them. They respect you greatly, would follow you into any fire, any flood.
Happy to hear it. They're good folk, one and all.
Yes, precisely. In fact, too good to die in a senseless war.
Not certain I understand.
The Imperial Army's enormous. Just how enormous we know, both. Had you all the North's kings at your side, victory would still be unsure. Yet you fight alone. Know well you cannot rely on them.
Agreed. Nilfgaard's far better equipped and greatly outnumbers us. Yet, though try, they cannot be everywhere at once. They've stretched their forces thin, too thin. An error I aim to exploit.
You may be right. I hope you are. The lives of those you lead depend on it. You're proud. persistent, and sure of yourself. Just as I was at your age. It may work in your favor. Only time can tell. Meanwhile, how might I help?
You're no village witch, no healer. That much is clear. But nor do you look like our northern sorceresses.
I use no glamour, true. I've come to feel a body must age, and honestly so, as nature intended, as is the order of things.
You sound much like a druid drivelling on about balance, harmony, the good that is rot.
Rather poor, their reputation, druids. Yet they're in the right in this regard, I believe. Defy nature's laws, and nothing good can come of it.
Is that also why you wear no shoes?
No. I simply like to feel the grass between my toes, the sand, the mud. You must try it sometime.
I shall think on it. Thank you, Isbel. Duty calls. I must go.
Of course.
Let's see here, what? Boost allies at random by the total damage taken during this battle. Gee, ooh. We'll add her once we get that new cap, that new recruitment cap.
Cursed land. Nothing but corpses and ash. Was nearly home. Nearly with my dear wife.
The ruins still smoulder. Nilfgaard Park's not long afore. They must be close.
No doubt they already knock at Aldersburg's gate. We must make haste.
Brave warriors, fled so fast, didn't manage to pack. Beautiful sword. Not a scratch on it. Our army showed well in the parade, but when it came down to it, it's of no real use to me. Take it if you'd like. Left in the fields, it'll go to waste.
Thank you.
Brave warrior.
Nilfgaardian military superiority was so immense that even Imperial reconnaissance units posed a serious threat to Meave's modest army. Rather than retreat and await reinforcements, the Nilfgaardians decided to take the offensive. Eliminate the spotters before they escape. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see if the unit of this unit becomes alerted. If alerted, move on away from the opponent every turn on turn start. Okay. We want to do that. I think we want to do this.
I'm a war soldier.
Want a card there. card there.
One boat's all I need.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
Nope. But I think that's the right move. It's just... Okay, we start with that. Put the cart unit there. Unit there.
One boat's all I need.
Yep, there we go.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Oh. From Andro Jolka, bookkeeper, to Colonel Lukan Zorna. As instructed, the regimental treasury was transferred to the village of Yedlin south of camp. In order to minimize the chance of enemy interception, the chests have been concealed under the bridge. I have also begun the withdrawal of supplies toward Aldersburg. May the gods watch over us both.
Meve shook her head in disbelief as she surveyed the landscape before her. The Nilfgaardians had destroyed everything in their path. Burned farms, trampled fields, leveled orchards.
The bastards.
She hissed.
They mean to cause a famine.
When the Lyrians reached Braithwaite, a small village near Aldersburg, they saw gaunt
Braithwaite
men
Manor.
and women, more
Red
bone
Dead
than
Redemption.
flesh, gnawing on acorns and boot leather. The invaders had requisitioned every scrap of the village's food stores and hauled it off to their nearby camp. In strained voices, the villagers begged the Queen to help them retrieve their supplies.
Milady, Frost'll come before we know it. Felt help us. Why not a soul will live to see the thaw?
Meve looked around at the blackened, scorched village, at the walking skeletons who dwelled in it. The suffocating smoke bellowing up from the fields sent tears streaming down her face.
I'll do what I can.
Was all she said. She knew this was not the time for a rousing speech. She needed to act.
Milady, have mercy. We'll waste away and starve. Milady.
Don't you worry, lads. I won't let you starve. Oh, Nilfgaard.
The Lyrians reached the outer defenses of the camp where the Nilfgaardians had taken Braithwaite's food stores. Rayla delivered her report.
3 heavy infantry regiments, Nazari arbalists,
The warrior said.
and I heard neighing, so they've cavalry as well.
Meve said nothing, working it over in her head. The fate of the starving villagers weighed on her heart. But was it worth risking heavy losses to aid them?
The Nilfgaardians keep food in storage and watch it rot while peasants perish from hunger. Will we allow this?
The Queen said, addressing her soldiers.
Perishing peasants plunder.
cried the soldiers.
Nay!
I didn't think so.
Neve said with a smile as she drew her weapon.
Lyrians, attack!
Ah! For the queen! Neve wondered whether a single Nilfgaardian felt shame for seizing food from a defenseless peasant, condemning him to starve slowly and painfully. Would he endure sleepless nights plagued by nightmares? Perhaps turn away in disgust upon seeing his own reflection in a looking glass? She had her doubts. Alright, let's see here. Every turn on turn start, boost a random ally by 2 and give it 2 armor. That destroy all and boost all enemies in hand, deck, and on the battlefield by 2. Okay, so we want to... We need to destroy the castle gate as soon as possible.
Today our swords shall taste imperial blood.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Pays late. Again.
New orders? No? Ah.
Wise choice. Cork it.
Order!
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Zweifel!
Wait, you're serious?
El Herzer.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Oh, barely won.
Your Grace, the battle's won. We've secured the storehouses.
Meve managed to rout the Nilfgaardian troops and regain the stolen supplies. However, the Queen's good humor faded soon after the battle. Her soldiers began loudly demanding she not return to the village, but keep the food for her troops.
We've nigh empty bellies too, my lady. And whatever we give them, the black-clad bastards will just steal right back. Better to strengthen our own army than the enemy's.
Meve heard the soldiers out. In her heart of hearts, she knew their arguments held much merit.
I know.
But she only said,
I'd rather fight with a clean conscience than a full stomach.
The Queen's words ended all discussion. The soldiers loaded the food onto carts and made off towards Braithwaite.
No, men. Leave now, we can definitely go for increase the recruitment cap. Oh wait, we increase the recruitment cap. Let's add in the units. So you get in here. I don't want another crushing trap. And then I have 18 points to spare. One. I could not. Guess I have as many as I could build of them. Okay. What about our regiment drum? No, those are 4 points. Do you have anything worth 3? You could do another medic. Boom. Boom.
The villagers welcomed the soldiers with tears in their eyes. One fell to his knees before the Queen.
Oh, milady! You saved us from starvation, from turning one against the other, from eating horrid things. The gods bless ye 7 times over.
Meve smiled hearing these words, but sadness lingered in her eyes. If the gods truly did reward good deeds and punish crimes, there'd be lightning bolts pummeling the Nilfgaardians day and night.
Yeah. Let's see what they have to say.
Our
maybe.
own king left us for dead. Yet you, milady, though from a foreign land, saved our village, saved our lives. Our own king left us for dead.
I'm sure if he could have stayed and fought and won, he would have. You know, I respect Demavend. He's doing his best, I think.
Meve's mount reared and flattened its ears, spooked for no visible cause. Trusting in animal instinct, Meve jumped to the ground and felt tremors under her boots. At first, they were faint, barely palpable, then grew stronger and stronger.
What's going on?
Meve cried.
Why does the earth tremble?
Before anyone could respond, a scout from the forward guard let out a terrified cry. A moment later, snap trees crashed down around them, and out of the woods came a 30-foot-tall stone giant.
Gods,
Whispered the queen.
what is that?
A golem.
A stone
Isgol
giant?
whispered back.
Favorite servant of Nilfgaardian mages.
As if to confirm his words, soldiers marched out from behind the giant, clad in heavy black plate. Their leader, however, wore but a light tunic, and his hands glowed with a strange blue light.
Dithen Quan and Lyrian!
He shouted, giving the order to attack.
Glor and Ard Feyin!
The first Nilfgaardian invasion was eventually repelled due, in large part, to the aid of mages and sorceresses, who tilted the scales in the North's favor. In preparation for the next war, the Emperor devoted greater resources to Nilfgaard's own school of magic, in order to diminish the Nordlings' advantage. Before long, new recruits began to appear in the Imperial Army's ranks, recruits who stood over a dozen feet tall, served with unwavering obedience, were made of solid rock. Eliminate Ulbrich. Colossus of Nazaire. Alright.
Utter your wish.
Mom, break the mage's spell, and the golem's power will wane to naught.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
The mage! Kill the mage!
What? That's so stupid.
Give me a time. Arbalista, your command.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Got him.
Your Grace, it worked!
Raising her shield
Probably could have
against
done
the
that a whole
whistling
lot
rain of arrows,
smoother.
Meve fought her way towards the Nilfgaardian mage leading the attack. At close quarters, magic arcana would stand no chance against a well-swung blade.
Yeah!
Meve roared, delivering a powerful blow.
Four.
Her blade severed the mage's aorta, and drowning in his own blood, he fell to the ground. He choked out by way of last words. Then the blue aura coming from his hands flickered out, and the stone giant thundered to the ground in pieces. When the dust of the battle had settled, the queen ordered her men to search the Nilfgaardian camp. In the mage's tent, they found a rare instrument used to communicate at a distance, a megascope. The crystals encrusted in its brass frame were still warm, meaning it had recently been used to conduct a conversation. The burning question was, with whom?
Isbel!
Yelled the queen. The mage dutifully came closer.
This device. Could you activate it?
Yes, Your Grace. But are you sure?
I am. Get to work.
Isbel nodded, then began calibrating the magic device. Finally, something clicked. A light flickered on, and before Meve's eyes appeared the outline of a Nilfgaardian general.
Speak common, please. I know not your tongue.
Oh, forgive me. I thought I spoke to someone else. Good to see you in good health, Queen. Or ex-Queen, I suppose, would be the more apt title.
Instead of fretting so much over my title, give yours.
Of course. Where are my manners? Duke Adel Ebdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. I believe you've heard of me.
Of course I have. You are the coward who, instead of facing me himself, employed traitors to do his bidding.
What you call cowardice, I call diplomacy. And you must admit this diplomacy has proven quite successful. First Lyria, then Rosberg, and southern Edirne, all taken without any real losses.
Enjoy it while you can. Easy victories are short-lived.
Is that what you think? I'm afraid you're in for an unpleasant surprise.
Is that a threat?
No. A simple prediction. Enough of this. Why use this megascope? What is it you want?
I wanted to see the man who's butchering Edirne. The man responsible for the deaths of thousands of women, elders and children.
Then your desire has been satisfied. It was I who gave the order to cleanse this land of unwanted elements, to prepare it for settlement, for...
Unwanted elements? Those are living folk you speak of.
If you were to look at this war in historical perspective, considering the wider geopolitical context, forget it. It's impossible for you to grasp. Farewell, Your Majesty. Or rather, till next time. For there will be a next time, I assure you.
A quiet fell over the tent. The queen stepped outside, squinted her eyes against the glare of the burning fields, and swore to herself that when she did see Grand Chancellor Adel Ebdahi again, he would be a whole head shorter.
Alzur's Thunder. Let's take a little peek at that. What's that? Damage unit by 10 and units adjacent to it by 5. Ooh. So that would do 20 damage total. I kind of like these more.
All destroyed. As if nobody lifted a finger against the Nilfgaardians.
King surely ordered all his armies to return to Aldersburg. Took cover behind its walls.
Why does that cut off the dialogue? That is so dumb. That is giant. So dumb. want to attack, get into a fight while I'm down in morale. That would just be foolish.
Coming across a small brook, Meve ordered her soldiers to replenish their water supplies. When they returned, it was with empty water skins and troubled expressions.
Milady, the water tastes of blood. Not like black pudding, mind, but rancid, filthy.
Meve had no choice but to march on. She gulped dryly and wondered how to interpret this strange event. An omen, perhaps? A warning from the gods? She soon learned the truth. Following the brook upstream, the Lyrians arrived at a small pool. Bobbing on its surface were dozens of corpses. A young woman caught Meve's gaze, her long hair spread delicately atop the water, wide-open eyes reflecting the sky, a fine nose peppered with freckles, and a gaping wound slashed across her throat.
We shall stop here,
The Queen said calmly.
and give these souls a proper burial. Reynard, send scouts. Tell them they are not to return until they ascertain what has happened here.
When the scouts returned a while later, they brought with them a barefooted peasant they'd found hiding in the woods. They claimed he hailed from Horton, a nearby village, the village whose inhabitants had been murdered.
Them black-clad wretches stormed the village, milady. The devil free gave at the fore. Rounded us right up, took us down to the lake. Whole village, mind.
Down to the lake?
Then chop, and splosh, splosh. 'Twas I alone gave him the slip.
Meve listened to the man's tale, then placed him in the care of her medics and ordered the Lyrians to break camp. She rode at the head of their column, Reynard at her side, her knuckles gripped white on the reins.
Do we know where this Frigef is stationed?
Our riders report he's pitched camp to the east.
Then let's pay him a call.
They killed all, like Rosberg. My lady, please, make them pay.
Your Majesty, our scouts found a fresh grave not far from the village. Its engraving in Nilfgaardian seems an invader was laid to rest there. Judging by the tributes left, he must have been someone important. The Horton slaughter still has our soldiers livid and they wish to destroy the grave. Shall we leave them to it? Fuck yeah. Fuck that invader.
Milka, Bezrad, Kristan, all killed. Souls snuffed out to the very last. Could have run for help, I know. But I was afeard. Afeard the black lads had catch wind of me, hear me. What now? Whatever will I do? Alone. Left all alone. Me lady, buried our valuables for the black lads came. In the wood, near a big boulder. Got a bit of charcoal? I can sketch the way for you. Could have run for help, I know.
No, you couldn't have done anything on your own. Even those that you could have gotten would have just been killed.
The Lyrians had no trouble finding Vrigev's camp. It was the size of a sprawling town. Meve stopped her caravan and called for a council. The first to speak was Reynard.
Seems our scouts were both right and wrong, Your Grace. They did pinpoint General Frigef, the Butcher of Horton. Unfortunately, they underestimated his detachment. It is much larger and better armed than our own.
That changes nothing.
Meve said, forestalling all protest.
If I leave him unpunished, without so much as an attempt, I shall never be able to face my reflection again. We must attack.
Reynard bowed and passed the order to the Lyrians. Later that same day, Meve and Vrigev's forces stood face to face on the field of battle.
Meve expected General Vrigev's countenance to parallel his villainy. She imagined a face disfigured with scars, yellow teeth, and a sinister eye patch covering a hollow socket. Instead, she bore witness to a distinguished gentleman in his 40s with a meticulously trimmed beard. He appeared to her rather, well, normal. I don't know, he looks fucking weird. He looks stupid. He looks like a filthy Nilfgaardian. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. After an ally is destroyed, move to its position. that. I want Black Rayla in my hand.
Come out, Frigev! It's time you pay for your crimes! Ha!
Balls, okay.
Mercy, I will. There! Frigga! I see him. We've got to catch him.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Wise choice.
I have the lowest. Now, if I play this, I'll have the lowest.
Ours is not to reason why.
I'm a war servant.
Let's see, yeah, because it's going to.
Order!
The Horsons.
Life is mine now. Got him! The rest should surrender afore long.
Okay.
The Lyrians won the day, despite their foe's distinct advantage. Historians later ascribed Maeve's victory to her light troops' superior maneuverability in the difficult terrain compared to the plate-clad Nilfgaardians. But if you ask me, that wasn't it at all. A storm of fury had been quietly gathering in the Lyrians' hearts, a squall of rage stoked by the Nilfgaardians' unparalleled cruelty towards the conquered. And no one embodied this barbarism more perfectly than General Friggev. Maeve's men were ready to sacrifice anything to see him punished. They dragged the defeated general before Maeve. The Queen wished to learn why he'd ordered the execution of an entire village, how the Nilfgaardians could possibly justify such a crime.
2 weeks prior, I'd sent a detachment to Horton to procure feed. Captain Gaynor commanded it. While he was verifying their grain stores, they barricaded him in the barn and put it to flame.
The Queen listened to the general's story, her face a mask, betraying nothing.
Murdered. One man was murdered.
Friggev raised his eyes to Maeve's. The Queen was surprised to see them wet with tears.
Yes, my lady. My son.
The general's simple words bore pain, grief, and a thirst for revenge that would never be slaked. The Queen had to decide what to do with Friggev. No doubt the general had earned punishment, the harshest possible at that. Yet, such a weighty personage could fetch a hefty ransom, and Maeve's army desperately needed the gold.
My father taught me to respect the generals of my enemies. That even in captivity, their arms should not be taken from them. Their guards should greet them in salute.
The Queen said.
But you, Friggev, you are no general. Merely a cutthroat dressed as one. You shall die like the good folk of Horton. Quickly. Summarily.
Friggaff received the Queen's decision with sang-froid. He neither struggled nor begged for mercy. He simply laid his head on the trunk. A short moment later, it rolled onto the ground to the Lyrians' deafening applause.
Oh! Wonderful. Let's check if there's anything different about Horton. If this man has anything to say about Vrigif.
now?
Nothing. Now we can go to fight here and kick their ass. Readying herself for her next clash with Nilfgaardian forces, Eve recalled lessons she received as a young girl about the continent's geography. My young lady, the Nilfgaardian Empire's domain is large enough to contain the kingdom of Illyria not once, not twice, but 30 times over, her tutor once explained. 30, the Queen sighed. How can I hope to defeat this colossus? Is such a feat even possible? Gasp. Okay. Determined by the number of your allied units. Cool down to 3 turns. Okay.
152, 154. Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Life is mine now. Give me a target.
Pass.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Wise choice.
Pass. I won't.
Abalista, your command.
Turn. Pass. Damn.
Page late. Again.
Order!
What do you want of me?
Let's see, 3, 6.
Yes.
Left, right, left, right.
Destillat Seifel!
I smell a leak.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Elherzer.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
In retreat!
Nothing personal, I assure you.
There's no way he can win it.
It's not too late to walk away.
Oh, it's an order. Fuck! Damn it! I thought it was a deploy. I was stupid.
A highly curious case. Egreto dum anime est, spes est.
Oh, I could have won by so many more points. Oh well. From Sergeant Moaf Glivith to Duke Adel Ep Dahi. Your Excellency, your orders have been fulfilled. We requisitioned over 30 head of cattle from the local population, slaughtered them and left them under the sun. Once the carcasses have reached the appropriate level of rot as determined by the medics of Vicovaro, they shall be sent to the front for the artillery division. Oi! Biological warfare? That's a war crime, you hoes! Man. The only good Nilfgaardian is a dead Nilfgaardian. Let's see. 3,000. Let's either lose all our wood or lose all our gold. Not to do either, can I? Elves used to say that Dwan are imitators, that they're only capable of mimicking other races. There's a grain of truth in that, and it's difficult to deny the innovative nature of humans. After all, they can turn anything, absolutely anything, into a weapon. Destroy all rot tossers and cow carcasses. Do not let any cow carcass explode on your side. Shit. Okay.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Oh, I'm supposed to destroy him. Fuck.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to tag. Thing about slings, they hide well. Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Oh! There we go. Figured it out. Duh. I really should have had that on like the second or... probably should have had it on the first try.
Took but one damned week, and the army was shattered to bits and pieces. Blacklads were supposed to grind their teeth against our walls. Bloody empty promise by our leaders. Commander, onward to Abbey. Bloody idiots.
There a place for me in your ranks, Your Majesty? I'd so like to serve you. I do so with loyalty deserving of my own king.
Okay. Welcome on into the squad. Milady, we found a group of farmers languishing in the barn. Their skin is covered in oozing sores, some horrid affliction by the look of it. They beg for coin to sate their hunger and thirst as they have no strength left to work in the fields. Okay. We gotta go to the unicorn. You totally don't know what that could be. I want to go... Rotting, unburied bodies invite not only flesh-hungry beasts, but also pestilence. For monstrous scavengers, one can flee or fight back. Yet what defense is there against an invisible enemy, when even air and water pose risk of a slow and painful death? Remove all corpses from the board. Ah! Okay.
Arbalist to your command. Armor won't save.
Fucking shit, I'm stupid.
One bolt.
Give me a target.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart just because I should probably put my unit at the very end.
Arbalist to your command. Armor won't save.
One bolt's all I need.
Give me a target.
Ooh. We'll see.
Arbalist to your command. Armor won't save.
Nope, it's a loss. 'Cause I didn't get any there. Okay.
One bolt's all I need.
Give me a target. Arbalist to your command.
Wait. Now hold on.
Arbalist to your command. Armor won't save.
No, that didn't do quite what I was.
Give me a target. Arbalist to your command. Armor won't save. One bullet's all I need. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
Nope, I failed again.
Armor one, sir. One bullet's all I need. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
There we go.
Armor one, sir. One bullet's all I need. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
Fuck! It's almost like you gotta get fucking super lucky with who it
Give me a
targets.
target. Our ballista, your command.
Oh, I think I'm targeting the wrong one again.
Armor one, sir.
Yep.
Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
Nope, I fucked up again. How did I do it?
Armor one,
If
sir.
I hit that. Okay. There we go. Oh, but now I'm... Yeah, fucking shit!
Armor one, sir. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save.
I don't understand how. Okay, maybe I just try and take it one row at a time, I guess.
Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save. One bolt. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save.
Why does it do the fucking math that fucking stupidly?
Armor won't save. One bolt. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save.
Thank God.
One bolt's all I need.
Fuck that puzzle. I'm too stupid. My queen, the Adarnians retreated with haste, abandoning their tents, supplies, and even some of their equipment. We found something in the commander's quarters. No doubt you'll know what to do with it, my lady. Have Isbel. Let's take a gander at what we've got. Let's see. Transform an enemy into jade figurine and move it to your hand. I don't know what the jade figurine would do. Banish any number of units from your graveyard to damage all units on a row by the amount banished. Oh, that's just the amount of cards banished. I could see that being very useful in certain circumstances, but for me, currently, they are now worth more. I've already been. Yeah, I was already in this camp.
Meave's Lyrians were traversing a wood when they heard the loud, drawn-out blast of a horn.
One of our scouts?
The Queen asked, clearly perplexed. She turned in her saddle to face Reynard, who shook his head.
Strange. Gascon, appoint a few of your strays. Ones who know how to blend in. Have them sniff out who blows that horn. And why.
The scouts returned a short while later with their report. Soldiers had pitched camp in a nearby meadow. They wore Adernian uniforms, cut by sashes bearing a golden sun. They addressed their leader as Fulberson.
Know the name?
Rayla said.
Fulberson went over to the enemy first day of the war, took his whole division with him. Your Grace, a chance like this won't come again. Let's teach the traitors a lesson.
We must send a strong signal, one all the North will hear, from the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Announced the Queen.
Whoever collaborates with the invader shall pay with his head. Prepare to attack.
Rayla nodded, clearly pleased. The Lyrians surrounded the meadow marked by their scouts. Moments later, a flaming arrow pierced the sky, giving the signal to attack.
Rah! Fulberson was not the sole traitor in the north. Many of the land's wealthiest allied with the Empire, bribed by the promise of riches and privilege, and sometimes under duress. They had struggled to discern whether the kings themselves were striking deals with the invaders, Henselt of Kedwin, Foltest of Temeria, and it did appear, after all, that the longer the war dragged on, the less resistance Nilfgaard seemed to encounter. Reduced the retreat timer to 0. We just want to outlast him?
Is that Queen Meave? To arms!
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
It wants me to reduce the retreat time to 0. Okay.
New orders? No? Ah.
Catch!
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
This man has suffered much.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
In retreat!
Left, right, left, right.
Getting to work.
Again and again and again.
Page late. Again.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
Yeah, yeah!
Company! Forward march!
This harvest, we'll be reaping black clads.
Mercy, your grace. We surrender.
That's what I fucking thought, you bitch.
The traitors, perhaps used to fighting unsuspecting foes, stood no chance against the determined Lyrian attack. At its conclusion, Meve personally knocked Fulberson off his mount, then tore off his visor. The face she saw evoked more sympathy than hatred. Fulberson was an old, sickly man, his skin pale and blemished.
Still a traitor.
With great difficulty, he pulled himself up on his knees, then extended a shaky hand in pleading.
Your grace, have mercy. The Nilfgaardians forced me to treason. They threatened torture.
Meve felt her soldiers' eyes on her. They awaited her decision. How would she treat this traitor? Would she really execute him as a warning to others?
You needn't fear torture anymore.
Said Meve.
Your execution shall be quick.
Fulberson made a last grasp at the Queen's foot, pleading for mercy. But she brushed him off with a firm gesture. Soon thereafter, he swung from a tree, hanged by the very black sash he draped over his armor.
Motherfucker, like, here, you're telling me to show you mercy because you were threatened with torture. I lost my crown. Alright? I'm here, wallowing in muck, fighting for my throne against my very own son. And you couldn't you were scared by the threat of torture? Pathetic.
A taxidermied unicorn. Strange. What are your orders, your grace? Shall we take it?
I've no notion what one could possibly do with such a thing. We ride on.
Are they gonna have that as a reference? I hope they have just have a taxidermy unicorn in every single fucking Witcher game from now on. Nothing to do in there. At least, can't they? Your Majesty, the town is indeed deserted, but prisoners remain shackled in the dungeons beneath the courthouse. The Adonians must have forgotten them during their retreat. What should be done with them? We could use them to bolster our forces, though I have an inkling they may not prove the most disciplined of recruits. Every soldier counts. We can take the debuff hit.
As Meve passed the city of Harmelin, one of the peasants she'd saved from Nilfgaardian captivity requested an audience.
Be taking leave of you here, my lady. Folk from our parts lives in Harmelin. We'll manage. But, my lady, we thank you for taking pity on us, time and again.
Hell yeah.
We've nothing, my lady, or nears enough. Black-clad bastards took all's worth taking. Except in this amulet. Been in my family for ages, kept us from harm. May it do the same for you.
Meve wanted to say she did not believe in peasant superstitions, but when she took the ivory pendant in hand, she felt a curious warmth from it. The peasant bowed, then joined the others as they trod off towards Harmelin.
We're safe behind these walls. At least for now we are. You've twice shown us mercy, my lady. May little A bless you twice over just the same. This pendant, your majesty, wear it round your neck, always. It'll keep evil from you. We're safe behind these walls.
Let's see, what does it do? Mysterious ability lies within. I'm just gonna look it up. Bone Talisman. Let's see. Capture an enemy card. As I said, a spying card would do. Destroy the highest ally card and boost 5 random ally by its power. Make every card switch rows while damaging enemies by 2. Yeah. Yeah, we're using that. Yeah, the thing is, do we... I think we literally, yeah. No, I like the Lyrian Horn more so than the Dark Mirror. I mean, so we will swap the Dark Mirror for the Bone Talisman. I wish I could have more. I wish I could have more trinkets. One more trinket would be perfect. That's gonna be where we stop for today. Made some pretty good progress, I feel like. I'm not sure how much longer it will take me to finish it, but yeah. Jerry, thank you for popping in and chatting. Everyone else, thank you for lurking. I shall be live probably tomorrow night with more of this. So, yeah. Peace.